All right, boys. Round number 7 in season 3 of PTRL takes us to Spain, Barcelona, if you will. We're going to call it Spain. We're purists over here. We have done this track one previous time in PTRL, season 1. I think it was round 5. We had an eventful race. We're not going to get too far into that, but we finished P5 in that race last time, looking to do a little bit better. Let's go ahead and take a look back at Monza, which was our race last week. We finished P2 in the end after some steward decisions. Dom took a 5-second penalty for some reason. Don't remember why, but we take the P2. We don't ask questions. Cool with me. Absolutely. Every time we can get a podium, we'll take it. But that P2 finish took us to P4 in the drivers. I think that's where we were previously. We were still 70 points back of Psychotical, however, who's looking like he's going to run away with it. But Turbo and Dom are going to be our main championship rivals for the remainder of this season, most likely. The constructors as well, we had some good progress. We're P2, we're 12 points back of Ferrari. Which was my pick at the beginning of the season to win this championship. McLaren's right there, 16 points back of Ferrari as well. Pretty wide open down to about 5th, 6th place, I would say. So yeah, going to be really interesting. This track I actually feel really comfortable at. I haven't felt that way in a lot of tracks, but I'm finding the Lyco and just battery management and how you have to drive these cars a little bit easier. So feeling pretty confident, feeling comfortable. Just need to get off the line a little bit better compared to a couple races that we've had previously. You know what happens when you expect things, though. So yeah, we will see what happens. Let's just get straight into qualifying.
Getting straight into qualifying here at the Barcelona circuit. Like I was saying, feeling pretty comfortable, was able to get a little bit more practice in than we usually were for the previous races, so felt like we were able to master our battery deployment pretty darn well. Looking to match our PB, which was a 1:13.54. If we were able to get somewhere in that realm, plus or minus a tenth, definitely going to be pretty satisfied. This first run felt really good. Usually was setting like a 1:14, 1:13.9 for our first run. But we go purple to start as we're one of the first cars out setting a flying lap. Taking off a good amount of curve there and a lot of battery to the line.
All right, let's take a look at Berkey in second currently. What can Berkey do? Good long coast into turn 1. Almost charging back to 100%. Getting a pretty solid exit, keeping it as close as possible to this apex. Can you even really call it an apex? Very long coast through here, very minimal braking, a 10.5 improvement already. Once again, minimizing travel distance by keeping it very close to the inside of the corner. Normally in race, you probably wouldn't want to keep it that close, as that would really wear out your outside tire at a higher rate than maybe you'd like for race pace. But for qualifying, it's balls to the walls. You send it as fast as you can. That is, that is, as Buxton would say, the main prerogative in qualifying: be the fastest on track. Still a 10.5 improvement. Does he have just a little more juice to squeeze out of his car? Yes, someone in front might get a little small bit of dirty air. Very unnoticeable out of battery, but does not improve.
Damn, we had it too. We had it. That was a really good lap. I choked it.
And as we start this last push for us, I left enough time on the clock to do a double push. Just was going to really send it hard here. And if we're able to keep it together, then great. If not, we'll back out and go again. We do have a Alpine in front of us. It's going to be Nova. A little bit distracting, but he's not really in our way, so it's fine.
Nova, come on. Thank you.
Gets in our way there, and it kind of threw me off. It really shouldn't have, but we go deep into that turn, and this turn here as well is not good enough. We're going to go back out. Going again. 1 minute left on the clock, so this is our final push lap for qualifying. I want to apologize for the mic situation. I don't understand what's going on. It sounds perfectly fine in the lobby when I'm doing the intro. It sounds perfectly fine after the race in the lobby, but in the race itself, it just sounds garbled and so messed up. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully we'll be able to take care of that before next week's race. But back to the on-track action. We line up that tricky left-right just a little bit better. We are running a little bit low on battery as we are 10th up. It's probably going to come back to haunt us and hurt us, rather. Still at that 10th gain position. A little bit wide, but not too bad.
Purple, Berkey set purple sector 2. Berkster, a 10th improvement. Can he improve some more? No, lost it all in sector 3. P4 at best.
Really? Wow, that felt much, much, much better. It's good enough. Good enough for now. Okay, so P3, I guess. Super got DQ'd. 4/10 off the pace. We could maybe go 2/10 faster at maximum. PB was a 13.58 or something like that. 13.54. So, I mean, we really qualified about as best as we could.
Let's look at the starting tires for these drivers. Dustin starting on softs. Sheesh. Really expecting a safety car, are we? Or just... No, it has to be a safety car because even going two-stop, the softs are just going to get shredded around here. So I guess I'm expecting him to do a two-stop without a doubt. If the safety car comes, it's perfect for him. And then 3 people on the hard, Supra, Kreger, and Stick. Everybody else on the mediums doing the normal, prescribed, standard, basic strategy, unless they do two-stop. I'm very interested to see, actually. I don't really know what the optimal would be around here, so I guess we'll have to wait and find out together, huh? Y hemos comenzado la batalla en España, Barcelona, Cataluña. Hablándolo en español porque aquí hablan español los españoles. Acercándonos a alguien fuera de la pista. Primera vuelta. Algunos yendo hasta 4 casi al lado. Una secuencia muy difícil. Para mucho tráfico y sí hay incidentes. Hay colisiones. Sí hay algunos que han recibido golpes. No muy contentos con eso. Pero acercándonos Spark Hashira. Ecuadoriano. Enemigo de los mexicanos míos. No. The Spanish is over. Ev, what are we doing sitting parked on the track like that? Forcing a virtual safety car.
It's race time here at Barcelona. The 5 red lights go out, and we are off. Our patented terrible race starts loses us a position to Dom. He's on the front foot as he takes one away from Spark as well. A little bit side by side with Spark, but we're just going to slide right into position here as we have Dan in the Haas all over the back, but he washes out slightly in our dirty air. Go ahead and start lifting pretty early. Start conserving our battery just to make sure we can hang with these guys. And VSC. VSC ended pretty early. It was
Holy Haas.
Yeah, Dan scared the shit out of me. He got really big in that rear view mirror. I thought it was Max at first, given Max's, let's just say, previous incidences. But we'll give him a little bit more credit than that next time. Yeah, just getting straight back into the race, though. Using more battery than I wanted to, but Nova was all over our behind there. Just going to hang with Spark. For the bulk of this first stint. Not really looking to battle too hard unless he starts to lose touch with Dom and Psychological ahead as we set the fastest lap on that second lap, which isn't something that I usually do really ever. So that was pretty interesting.
Close to our first track limits, but we're all right. That's going to be important that we don't pick one up like Spark just did right there. He should have had a pretty poor exit, so.
Really looking to line a move up here. Dude, that mic, I'm so sorry. Go ahead and fake a move down the inside. Not any real fake. I'm sure he wasn't even looking at that point. But he's going to be charging, think about sending one, but back out.
Could have sent it there, but not yet.
We would have been side by side. We probably would have lost enough time to Dom and Sai ahead. That just isn't worth it.
Spark, we got to stay attached to him, buddy.
At this stage of the race.
Spark losing even more time to the drivers ahead, just not harvesting enough battery. He's just not getting it done. He's prioritizing short-term gains. Oh, late move from the Alpine of Nova. Getting on the inside of Berkster. Is now ahead. Berkey slipping into 5th.
We're going to be under pressure as we approach, I believe, turn 4. This is the right-hander. And Nova's going to go ahead and send one on us on the inside.
Silly send.
I wasn't a big fan of it. I understand why he did it. I probably would have done the same thing. So.
You're just stuck in a train. Everybody's using boost the exact same way.
Yeah, lap 7. We're literally just going around the park. Everyone doing the same thing. I guess just doing the meta battery strat. I'm not too sure.
Gotta take advantage of that mistake from Nova.
Spark maybe barely able to recover. Nova getting overtaken by Berkey. Ooh, teasing a move, teasing a very late move. You can see the front two kind of battling it out up ahead while these three are stuck in a little train of their own. Look at the leaders once again. These guys still battling it out. Train from P1 to P6. It is Sai, Dom, Spark, Berkey, Nova, and Dan in contention for the win still. Beecham in 7th. Very big margin between him and the top flight.
Here on lap 9, we go ahead and peek on the inside, get nice and close to Spark. And right here I was kind of thinking that's going to be a good spot to send a move on someone.
I'm going to try and send it on Spark that next lap right there, I think.
So we line it up. We think about it as we finally see Dom and Sai start to go wheel to wheel. Brought us back into the fight a little bit as the first time they had kind of gone wheel to wheel this race, I think.
First warning, no more.
Pick up our first track limits. Time to lock in. 0 more of that as we line up our move on Spark.
Dom once again on the inside. Sai having none of it around the outside, maintaining the speed. Berkey does get ahead of Spark though, maybe. Side by side. Oh, and Spark seems to have washed a little bit into Berkey's wheels and has spun.
Boost mode is available now.
Let's have some fun here, Spark. I didn't tap him, did I? I swear I did not tap him. Gosh, dude. Spark, I just wanted our battle like we've been wanting to have forever. I swear I did not hit him.
Really, really unfortunate situation. I felt like that was a completely fair move to send. I felt 0 contact, gave him enough space. We used up as much of the track as we really could, and yeah.
That's a problem.
Just unfortunate.
Just out of rhythm.
Pick up our second track limits there on lap number 12. And here on lap 13, we're going to go ahead and pull the trigger. Why not? A little bit of an undercut. We're eyeing around this time.
We got
13.
Dan with us, so we got a partner.
13 to 14 was our plan. We've got the Haas with us behind as a quick driver as well to work with us if we need it. So I felt really good with this move. Should get the undercut on Dom, possibly Sai as well. So they were really quick at the first part of the stint. We kind of matched their pace.
Got the undercut on Dom.
On the second part of the stint, so it felt really good as we come out ahead of Dom as he exits the pits.
Looks like Sai stayed out.
Dom coming out in P7 behind of Berkey. Berkey pit the lap prior. We have a safety car! It is a Williams! It is Stick! Off track! Oh my god, this is the dream for Sai right now. A free pit stop.
Okay, the safety car is out.
No way.
Unfortunate timing for us. Fortune for Psychotical. So he picks up a free pit stop as he had not boxed yet. So he will retain his first place in this race as we're ahead of Dom, but he is sniffing up behind us. He sends up the inside into turn 1. We go side by side into turn 2, and he kind of washes out before we can continue squabbling. But we will be P2, Dan behind us P3, and Dom closely behind. You know, here we hadn't had the chance to match the pace with the leaders yet, so it was really just curious to see how that would go. But quickly we will find out. Yeah, that one poor turn there, and then here, this that tricky left to right, and we have lost like 5/10 just in those 2 turns alone, and we're in trouble of losing overtakes. We're gonna burn a little bit extra battery, not lift as much, hopefully not compromise our battery too poorly, and potentially stay within overtake. However, that is not going to be the case. We're outside of overtake here on lap 21. We're in bad shape.
We're cooked.
Absolutely cooked, in my opinion. Dan's going to peek up the inside, not quite able to make the move as we hold our position. He did get passed, though, by Supra.
Supra's got much better pace than me. I'll probably just let him go.
Supra was hauling absolute ass. He picked up a 3-second penalty right then. I didn't really notice. I just get too locked into these races to look elsewhere.
Come on, Supra, let's work together. Let's go chase him down.
Was wanting to work with Supra to chase him down. Didn't know what his pace would be like. Also didn't realize he was on those mediums. But he was just cooking.
Remember when I said, let's go catch him? Bro thinks he's on the team. Golly. Getting cooked. Gotta stay locked in though. Podium is still on the cars, and P2 is as well.
Good exit or unsettle the car a little too much. Safety car? It's a Red Bull! Who is it? It was Kreger. I think he DNF'd into the pits. Oh my lord. This has saved Supra! I mean, kind of, sort of. He does have the 3-second time penalty, but, dude, absolute drama at the last second. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Wait, which way am I supposed to go? This way. Absolute cinema.
Whoa.
The safety car's out. Keep it. Okay, we can't take you right now. Pit next lap. Next lap.
Absolute. Side choosing to stay out, and so will Supra, but this does help Supra out a little bit. Berkey going into the pits. Dom as well. Does Dan stay out? Oh, they're losing positions. It's going to come down to who does or doesn't pit. However many people stay out is however many people, these people that do pit onto the softs, will have to drive through.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's about 50-50. Uh-oh. That's a lot of cars to pass. I'll be honest, I didn't even check what my hards were at. I kind of assumed everyone was going to box.
So Berkey will be leading the soft movement, the soft tire revolution from P8, trying to gain back as many positions as possible once the safety car does come back. And they have been able to catch up very quickly. I mean, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be a crazy restart. We're gonna see a lot of aggressive driving as people try to regain and you know, I mean, just maximize their soft tires.
I should have stayed out, I think, maybe. We'll see. It'll be interesting. If I can get back to P5, I'll be happy.
But here we go. Race restart. Oh man, I'm on the edge of my seat. Get it, guys? Because I'm not sitting down. Oh, we're gonna see a lot. I'm terrified for this middle of the pack right here. Okay, we seem to be managing. Oh, the Aston Martin of Dom exiting the track and fighting for position. I think that's, I mean, quite honestly, that'd be reportable. Look at the aggression from these guys, all hungry for positions. Supra fighting with Sai for the race lead. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Time to get ready for some chaos. Late race safety car restart is always going to bring that. So we're in P8 in the end on fresh softs. We used them once in quali, but anyway, we got Dom right up our ass. We've got Spark ahead, and we are going to lift way too late, avoid the contact with Spark. We get it into the track. We make contact with Spark. I felt like that wasn't too fair, so we let off, try and let him go through, but he's just not coming through. He's middle of 3 wide. He's in a really bad spot, so we're just going to go ahead, keep trying to pass the cars ahead. That's all we can do in this moment. Unfortunate to put him in that situation, but we're not going to let that mistake compound.
Oh my god. Oh, the Alpine Nova getting ahead of Berkey. What a move. What a late move, dude. That is insane.
Nova, come on.
The ever opportunistic Nova is going to not lift like we are to charge and go ahead. So we're just going to lose that position. Great move for him.
These are people that have nothing to lose. This is people fighting for the absolute most. The V-carb. Oh my god, it is Berkey up at the 6th. Really pushing as hard as he can, really pushing track limits. Is that a car off track? It is baller. We are seeing death and destruction all around. Holy shit, dude. This is fucking wild. Let me tell you what. This is ridiculous.
Nova is going to go ahead and try and make a move around the outside on Epic Baller. They're going to tangle slightly. We'll go ahead and use our fresh tires. Try and go around the inside. Turns into the outside on this right-hander. We lift to make sure we keep it on the track, and we just barely do. We make some contact, but there's just nowhere else we can go. We're on track limits, and we can't take another one. So we're just going to keep on going ahead here on the final lap of this insane finish at this Barcelona GP. If you're not standing up right now, this was just an insane balls to the wall push on these fresh soft tires. As Max Scavenger is going to be the next driver we can try and line up. All I was thinking about was trying to make that same move that we did on Spark, and with these soft tires, nice and grippy, it's going to make it nice and easy to do. The inside turns on into the outside as we complete a sick move around Max Haas.
Chronico making a position. Berkey up into 5th ahead of Scavenger. Looks like the position wasn't safe. Beecham 3-second time penalty. Dom now very close behind of Scavenger. Dom 3-second time penalty. And immediately overtaking Scavenger. Will need to gain 3 seconds to actually hold on to that position. Berkey now ahead of Kartik. Oh, Berkey is on a tear.
The Alpine ahead does have a time penalty, but that doesn't matter to us. We are just pushing as hard as we can, trying to make as many positions up as possible as we set our sights on Dan now in the Haas. I really felt like we could make this this last pass happen, and here when he pushes wide, it felt like that was our opportunity, but the door closes just as quick as it opens, and we are just gonna have to settle for P4 on the track.
But right now it is not looking like that'll be the case. He still has over a second and a half, I think, roughly. Oh, that was it! I'm stupid, I counted wrong! It is Psychotical getting the race win. Dan with a podium. Berkey sneaking his way up into P3.
Ooh, fastest lap. Let's go. I fear I may have created some carnage on that. Podium on paper, I guess. Alright, so a pretty insane finish there. Definitely a few mistakes from us. We'll see what happens with Stewart's decisions. But for now, to P3. Yeah, the dive on the safety car restart on Spark. I tried to give him the spot back, but he was just nowhere to be found. I was just waiting. And then I look at my rear view, and he's middle of 3 wide, so it's like I just kind of got to go at that point. Yeah, we will catch you next week at Zandvoort Reverse. A bit of a new one. Never done a league race there. Done like 10 laps there maybe. But yeah, should be some fun, and catch you next week. Peace.